which means one of two things. We haven't had new science come out, or we just haven't recognized the importance of protein. And I think that it's more likely the latter, that we have not yet recognized, even though there's a plethora of data. And I worked on some of these earlier studies, which, I'll share. I even brought the numbers to make sure that I said them right, because, this is the Huberman Lab podcast.
Well, I've made numerical errors before on the podcast, but great that you brought the numbers. We always try and correct any errors, but great to be precise the first time. So thank you.
When we think about how we design a diet for optimal muscle health is very different than how we design a diet for, again, just life. And the two are very different. The RDA for leucine, which is that essential amino acid, meaning we cannot make it, we must get it from the diet, is set at 2.7 grams per day.
That's a trivial amount.
That is a trivial amount, and
2.7 grams
2.7
total per day.
Per day. And one must understand that this came from nitrogen balance studies, and typically those are young men, 18-year-old men. That does not support healthy aging or anyone that is struggling with obesity or any kind of chronic illness or anything. And so then when we begin to think, well, what do we actually need? The evidence would support 2 to 3 times that amount, closer to 9 grams of leucine per day.
And just to calibrate us, 9 grams of leucine, which again is essential amino acid we can only get from food, per day. What does that equate to in terms of the total amount of, let's say, egg or steak protein that one would need to eat in order to ensure that?